Hey everyone, the Average E-Bike Guy here with another video. Today's video I have a special guest, my wife Maddie, who's going to help me show you guys the best bike and which bike to choose for a female rider. Something that I continuously see on the secondary market when it comes to Himiway bikes is people having to sell them because the bike is either too big or too powerful for their female wife, significant other, daughter, whatever it may be. So the point of this video today is going to hopefully be to prevent you guys from having to sell your Himiway bike for something smaller, and it'll really get you purchasing the right Himiway bike right from the start. For today's video, we have a Himiway Zebra Step Through and a Himiway Escape Pro. Maddie's 5'4", so we're going to have her sit and ride on both bikes. Maddie has never ridden an electric bike before, so this will really help you guys when it determines what bike to get for your female companion. We're going to start with the Escape Pro. Some things to note about the Escape Pro is it has a fixed seat. What that means is you're not going to be able to make it go higher or lower. So whatever it's at is what it's going to stay at. Some male riders don't like that because some of the bigger riders are not able to fully extend their legs. However, this may be beneficial for a female rider because that seat sits a lot lower. The bike itself is also a lot smaller with the step through right here. This bike though is heavier than the Zebra Step Through, so it may be a little more challenging to negotiate this bike when it comes to slow turns, and if they're not able to fully put their feet on the ground, they may be able to tip over. So here's Maddie standing next to the Escape Pro. Again, Maddie's 5'4", and you could see how tall she is compared to the bike. Now Maddie, go ahead and sit on this bike. Okay, any problems sitting on this bike, getting on this bike, or sitting on the seat with your feet on the ground? No? Okay. So you look at her feet, that's where she's at. She's able to really get her feet on the ground. Really no problems with that. Now, do me a favor, Maddie, and just sway the bike back and forth. Do you feel like at any point you're not going to be able to control this bike, or you may feel like you tip?
It's a little heavy, but no.
Now when you say it's heavy, do you feel like you're in danger? Or do you feel like you could comfortably ride this bike?
It would take some getting used to.
Okay. Now Maddie has turned the bike on, and she's gonna go for a quick ride down the street, just using the throttle. Go ahead, Maddie. Throttle only. How did that feel?
It's heavy.
It's heavy, isn't it? Okay, now when you were using the throttle, did you feel like the bike was stabilized and that you were in full control of the bike at high speeds?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
It's a little hard to turn.
My next question was going to be, when you had that slow turn, how did you feel on the bike?
A little scary.
A little scary?
Yeah.
But if this is something that you're going to do more and more, do you feel like you're going to get comfortable and be more confident in that turn?
Yeah.
So overall, do you feel comfortable on this bike?
Yes. Absolutely
100%.
Yep.
Next thing we're going to do is we're going to videotape Maddie, go right up to this turnaround here, and negotiate a slow turnaround. Go ahead, Maddie. So you guys saw Maddie do that slow turnaround, no issues at all. She was able to really safely negotiate this bike up and down the street and perform that U-turn. Now we're going to videotape Maddie getting off the bike using the step through accessory on the frame. Okay, overall feel of the bike, yes or no for a female rider?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Was it safe?
Yeah.
Was it overpowering?
No, just takes some getting used to.
Okay, so next we're gonna go and we're gonna get the Zebra Step Through. All right, now we got the Zebra Step Through here. Some differences from the Escape Pro to the Zebra step through. Again, it still has that step through right here, so it does make it easier to get on and off the bike. The seat, it is adjustable. So for Maddie, I have the seat all the way down. However, it does go up and down for bigger riders. This bike does have the 26x4 tires as opposed to the 20x4 tires. So the tires are going to be bigger. It's going to create a little bit of a difference when it comes to steering the bike, especially on those slow turns. You have the rack in the back still, and this bike, believe it or not, although it is bigger, it is lighter than the Escape Pro. Now we have Maddie standing next to the bike, so you can see for reference how big this bike is compared to a 5'4" female rider. So go ahead, Maddie, and get on the bike using the step through. Now how does that feel getting on the bike?
Good.
Still easy?
Yeah, about the same.
Okay, let's kick that kickstand up. Sitting on the seat, seat's all the way down. This is where we're at with feet on the ground.
I feel like I have a little bit more of my feet on the ground.
So you feel closer to the ground, almost like this is better for your height.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can adjust it.
Now, I want you to go ahead and sway back and forth on this bike. How does that feel?
It's definitely lighter.
Lighter bike? Do you feel like you're in control still of the bike? Whereas if you did happen to tip over, you could comfortably put that foot down and still catch yourself. Now, how does the tires feel, the overall setup of the bike? It is going to be more of a sports bike, so you are going to be a little more over the steering wheel. How does that feel?
Feels like you can control it a little bit better.
You can control it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, does it feel like the handlebars are a little too far for your arms?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're almost like you're reaching for the handlebars.
Like I'm sitting forward more.
Okay, but overall, you don't feel overpowered by this bike?
No.
All right. Next, we're gonna go take it for a little ride down the street, and we're gonna do that slow turnaround again. Okay, you're seeing Maddie negotiate that slow turnaround. And here she comes. And the brakes, feet down. Okay, how did that feel?
It was alright.
It was all right? What makes it all right?
It's just a bigger bike.
Now, something to note is the bigger tires. Did you feel like the tires were really grabbing the pavement on that turnaround?
Yeah, it felt like more of like a mountain bike.
More of a mountain athletic bike or more of a commuter bike?
More like an athletic bike.
So now, can you see taking this bike on mountain bike trails and still feeling comfortable as a female?
Yes and no. I like the other one better.
Okay.
This one's a little too big for me personally, but if I'm gonna go mountain biking, then yeah.
But as far as an everyday commuter bike, you're gonna go ahead with the Escape Pro?
Yeah.
Okay. We're back in the garage. Maddie has ridden both the Escape and the Zebra step through. So, as a new e-bike rider, I'm gonna ask you the question, which bike would you feel comfortable buying?
As a female rider, I feel comfortable on both, and this one is a little bit more in control with the Zebra, but I would probably choose the Escape just for the riding that I'll be doing in town.
Now, you're gonna be doing more of a commuter style riding, is that correct?
Yep.
And the Escape to you is something that you feel more comfortable and safe on.
Yeah.
But if you had to, the Zebra step through would be something that you would feel comfortable on trails and mountain bike riding.
Yeah.
Okay. So Maddie, the next question I have is the fixed seat. Did you have any issues with that fixed seat being in that stationary position? Or did you feel like with your height that fixed seat was no problem at all?
With my specific height, the fixed seat was no problem, but if I was a little taller or shorter, I'd probably go with the Zebra just because I can adjust.
Because you can adjust that seat up and down. All right, you heard it here. Female perspective for both the Zebra and the Escape. And she says both are comfortable and she would feel comfortable on both. However, she really likes that Escape. So thanks for joining today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can keep these rolling out. And we'll see you next time.